podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Don Killingbeck, and I'll tell you what, today I'm super excited because the work we're doing here at Hemlock Public School District in focused on our students, our families, our staff, our community. One of the things that we have done over the last, it's been 2+ years that we've been building the Performing Arts Center, and we're getting ready to open that. And as we lean in, one of the things that we did is, and by the way, if you're hearing any noise in the background, that is noise of progress. That is noise of construction. That is noise of people doing the good work of pulling the sled. And so we apologize if the sound quality isn't what you're accustomed to from us, but we got people working and we're working through that. But today I'm joined by Danyelle Hillman. She is our director of the Performing Arts Center. Super excited. It's going to be a 636
seats.
636 seats. State-of-the-art theater, Performing Arts Center. And Danyelle has become the director, and she's been with us at this point 3 weeks.
Yes.
And so, Danyelle, what's those 3 weeks been like?
It's been exciting. Again, the opportunity to meet everyone, to meet others who are pulling the sled. This is my first time seeing from the administrative point of what happens in the summertime. And this is where the hardest work happens. So, it's been beautiful. It's been a wonderful experience.
It has been. It's we've truly enjoyed, getting to know you. Your office is going to be primarily at the Performing Arts Center,
Yes.
which is attached to our high school. And so you'll be over at the high school, 733 North Hemlock,
Yes.
but you'll be on the south side of the high school. And one of the things, because your office isn't ready yet, you've worked in the north office.
Yes.
And so you're going from the most southern spot probably you could work at in the district, one of the most, to the far north part of our district, which is about a quarter of a mile.
Oh, I didn't
Right?
even think about that.
It might be like 5 football fields, the difference. But it feels like a lengthy difference because having you work in our office every day, there you can hear that noise. You can hear the saw cutting.
The grind.
The grind. And but you've been working with us for the last few weeks, and so that'll transition in the next probably 3 to 5 weeks. And so it'll be definitely different for us because you have been a shining light in our office and fit right in.
I'm going to miss my new friends.
Yes. So for those, we've gotten to know you, but the listening audience doesn't necessarily know you. So tell us a little bit about who Danyelle Hillman is.
Well, Danyelle has been invested in the arts for over 20+ years. From a young age, I have been involved in dance, music, theater, art, all forms. In high school is when I made up my mind that a music teacher is what I wanted to be. I was inspired by my former music educators, Damona Reed and Mike Brush, who were a big influence for me, and they inspired me and put me in leadership roles. And so I moved forward and went to Saginaw Valley to get my degree in music education.
So am I hearing this right, that you are a triple threat? You can sing,
I can sing,
you can dance,
I can dance,
and you can act.
and I can act and play the piano.
Oh, and play an instrument,
So-
like a
so-
quadruple
So
threat.
the piano is my main instrument.
Okay, so
And I developed my voice in high school and college.
wow.
Yes.
What's the secret? Because we've had the privilege of hearing you sing. What's the secret of developing a voice?
Continue to practice. Always sing, never, confidence is number one. Because for the longest, I didn't have the confidence. And so the gift was always there. But my confidence in singing was, I always compared myself to others. And I had to remind myself that my voice is unique. Everyone has a unique voice.
I have a very, very unique singing voice. It's kind of like a guitar that's out of tune.
Oh, my goodness. But when you become confident in your gift, and this can go from singing to drawing to acting, when you realize that the gift that you have is created just for you, you have something to offer to the world, offer to the stage. And when you stop comparing yourself and appreciate yourself, that's when the true art forms.
That's impressive. That is, so building that confidence. So
Yes.
one of the things I'm assuming as a teacher and a director here at Hemlock Public School District, that's the thing that you're going to be trying to do with our student body is build their confidence.
Absolutely.
Let them embrace their God-given talents and their gift and build that confidence. I'll tell you what, we have some talented kids, so I cannot wait
I can't wait to meet them.
to see what you're going to be able to do. So, Danyelle, what does a director of the Performing Arts Center do? I mean, so because we still have our director of bands, and he's directing the band.
Yes.
You're not doing that.
Yep.
And then we have our drama club director. She's driving the drama performances and doing that. So you're not doing that. So what does the Performing Arts Center director do?
I collaborate with them. I hear and see their vision and see how to expand on that vision. I don't tell them what to do in the classroom. I can see what advice could be given and how this space that's provided, this new space provided, how can we make it grand? The theater and the drama club has been doing excellent work under Megan. So just seeing them on that stage and them getting that feel, that's my thing. I love seeing youth get that light bulb and realize this is what I love to do, whether it's on stage, whether it's behind the scene, backstage. That's my niche right there. So wherever the talent is in the youth is how can we help them be that shining light.
That is awesome. So you're one of the things I've said, hey, Danyelle, your job is to really elevate what we do.
Yes.
So, whether it be, and then also kind of remove some of the workload from these other people. Like, so all events run through you
Yes.
if they're at the Performing Arts Center. And so the drama person can focus on the drama.
students,
So
yes.
Megan and Scott can, hey, I'm focusing on the stage, the kids acting. And Chuck can focus in on the kids performing music. And so and you're handling things like the tickets, the logistics, the
Yes.
promotion of the events,
Yes.
and making sure that things go in the direction that they need to. And kind of with that second part of our mission of, our mission is innovate, collaborate.
Yes.
You really hit on that. Hey, we're going to collaborate. And so I think that's super important. So what is your vision when you think about this new position? It's going to develop and it's going to change. The position that you're getting hired into and what it looks like in 3 years is going to be drastically different.
Yes.
And so what do you see as the changes? What do you see as the growth opportunities?
The changes is expanding in programming. So after school programming that can be available for our students who don't get the opportunity within their daily schedule to be involved in the arts, to involve our community, maybe our alumni. We still have our senior citizen group or organization that we focus on. So we want to make it a space available for all.
Yeah.
Not just within school hours, but with outside of school hours. So expanding on programming.
Expanding on programming. And so that's really exciting for us. One of the things, there's people listening right now and
Yes.
going like, how can I get in on that? One of the things we've talked internally about is, hey, as we launch, we're in July right now. And so when we get through the end of this month, we still won't be in the space, but we need to look at next July
Already.
and then say, hey, what's on the schedule for July? And I have visited a lot of theaters in July Do you know what typically is on the agenda when you walk in?
What's the agenda?
Your position and somebody else is usually painting the floor. I've actually, I don't know if anybody told you that yet, but
You have to make it new.
you gotta
For the
go
new
through and
season.
refresh
Yes, you
and
do.
say, okay, hey, we closed out season 1. We're getting ready for season 2.
Yes.
And so you're going to be going around when we get towards the spring and saying, okay, this needs to be touched up. This needs to be touched up. Because as we, our community's invested in the arts, our community has said, hey, we're supporting kids and the arts. And so they expect us to take care of it.
Yes.
And so we're going to take care of it. And so that's one of the things in July. So we almost, as we build out the calendar for next July, you could put July, second week of July, roller, these are the materials.
black paint.
Yes, because we got to paint that stage.
Yes.
We got to paint that front of the stage. Usually that's what's going to get done. I'm sure. I think we use the same paint on the floor as we do the walls in the back area, and I'm sure there's going to be some spots back there that'll need
Some touch up.
touch up. It won't be the whole thing. But as we lean in and look at that calendar, we're really looking at 26, 27, us learning the space.
Yes.
And then 27, 28, being able to open and expand. We do have a rental program where people can come in and rent the space. But that's the kind of thing we're looking at. So our students, I still remember 14 years ago coming to the district, and I had finished my interviews, had signed up for the job. I think I was looking at our house, and I showed up to Love of the Arts. And the Love of the Arts is a program where they had regular art displayed, they had 3D art, they had industrial art, they had culinary arts, and then they had music on the stage, they had drama performances going on, and it was huge 14 years ago. And this thing has really, really continued to get big. It is probably, my understanding is we've said, hey, this is the largest one-day art show in Saginaw County. And we expect next year we're going to eclipse 3,000, 4,000 attendees for this event. Our kids, and it kind of showcases all of those talents. Our kids are so talented. What are you most interested in expanding for our students? We haven't had a choir before, and that's going to be one of your roles this year. So is there anything else that you can think of, or anything else that you go, man, I really want to see what our student body can do with this?
I would love to see where our student body can expand in various areas of the arts. Again, like you said, for the choir as well, maybe even a dance program, or
Yes.
expanding music, maybe having a string program. So there are different areas that we can expand on that I believe our community will be willing to support us in those areas. We want to provide a safe place for all students. All students don't know how to sing. All students don't know how to play an instrument. All students don't know how to do art, but they know how to do something. And that's where myself and the other teachers, we're going to discover that. We're going to find a safe place for them to express themselves, whether it's behind the stage or it's on the stage or it's in the art exhibit. So it's just exciting.
So there's a place for every
It's a place
student.
for everyone.
Every student
Every
can find a
student.
home. That's one of the things I love about like the theater. Hey, you don't have to be on stage.
don't have
You could be in the tech. You could be backstage. You could be running things.
Stage manager.
Yes.
Yes.
There's so many places for kids to be. And we know that belonging is so important. So why are the arts important? So we know that, hey, there's a few students that we have that actually, go into the field of theater or music. But why is it important that other students that don't pursue that professionally are involved in the arts?
Because it's still a form of discipline. It shows discipline It shows how to build confidence, communication skills, collaboration skills. These are things that you will use in any field of study or workplace. So no, you may not be on the stage presenting a song or presenting a monologue, but you may be be in construction. You have to present something to your teammates. You may have to lead something. So these are all small parts that are pushing to our students, even in the classroom. Sometimes it's easy for students to hide in the back row, but it can provide that reassurance that something is in me and that's great, and I'm good at this.
That is so important. So important. So as we lean in, and we've kind of already greased the wheels as far as like, hey, you know what? When we open our doors, it's not going to be full tilt. We need to become acquainted with the space. We need to learn the space. But how do you see the space expanding? You know, we have obviously the drama club, we have our band, we have choir now starting. What are some of the things? We have an ongoing art exhibit
Yes.
that can be seen from Hemlock Road at all times, but we'll have art display going on as well. What are beyond those four things, what do you see this space expanding as a gathering spot for our community?
It can be a great place for where we invite speakers. It's a great place for the movies. I know we're going to provide a movie day for our senior citizens.
Isn't that going to be awesome?
That's going to be
We
so
got
awesome.
4 movies scheduled.
Yes.
And we're getting, by the way, this episode may drop before our seniors get their
So
postcard.
we're sorry.
Yes. But so we might be sharing that, but we're going to invite senior citizens in for 4 movies. Do you remember what the movies are?
I know Greece is going to be one of the
Grease, that was one of my favorite. That was one of my first. I remember I was at my grandparents' in Florida, and I remember going, and I was probably 4 or 5. I remember that movie. I remember Rocky Balboa. I remember Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
In the theater. Oh, those were all like, now I'm dating myself. Those are old movies, but I remember Grease, and I was at my grandparents' house in Florida, and we went to the Shopping Plaza movie theater in the front, and it was just such a great movie and inspiring and talent.
Yes.
And definitely an era bygone. So super excited for our seniors. So we're already on year 1. We're saying, hey, we're leaning in. We're going to invite our senior citizens into this space. We're going to do
We're
bringing families together, and inviting them. We're going to do some other events.
Yes.
Our goal is really to have this space used public facing by year 2. At least every week.
Yes.
Is to have something going on in there at least once a week. And so if you have ideas, how should they reach out to you and share them with you?
Well, they can reach me through email, which is Hillman, hemlockps.com. You also can go to our main webpage for the Hemlock Pack. We will also be putting out our tickets soon, and you'll see that link as well, which is through Ludus. Or you can just make a stop and a visit.
Yes, isn't that kind of
733 North Hemlock.
Yes, south side of the building.
South side of the building.
South side of the building. You're nearest to the Historical Society, right by the playground.
Yes.
I mean, you know what? If you get bored at all, you can just go over and start playing. I mean, that's when my office was down there. I would go out to the playground occasionally,
Really?
a couple of times.
Get on the swings
Yes.
every now and then.
No, not that. I would play football with the kids.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't win. No, those kids took me out. The teacher
beat by
took
the
me
young
out. Yeah, took me out at the knees. So, hey, I just want to thank you for joining me today on the Husky Pack podcast, but also for joining the Husky Pack, for taking the leap of faith
Yes.
in saying, hey, I'm going to come to Hemlock. I'm going to take a new role, and I'm going to blaze a trail in the future of arts in our community. And we just really appreciate that. And I want to thank all those that tuned in, because I know that you're listening and you're excited and you're watching. And I will tell you, I think that mid-August, we're going to see some great things at the Performing Arts Center. And the PAC is going to come alive. We're going to do an event. We'll be
Yes.
communicating that out, before the end of the first week of August. We'll have that communicated, and we're super excited about that. And we'll be doing a soft opening, which means, guess what? The work's not all done. And then we'll probably be doing a grand opening when we feel like, hey, this place is ready. We're growing. We're doing good things here at Hemlock Public School District. And I want to thank you as an audience for tuning in and listening in. And as always, remember to keep pulling the sled.